ATVs are tons of fun, but they can definitely cause some chaos if you're not paying attention. In this video, we're diving into some hilarious ATV fails and seeing exactly what went wrong. Sometimes it's just a tiny mistake, like thinking you can pull off that trick, and boom, you're in a world of trouble. Did you know there are about 12 million registered ATVs in the United States? That's roughly 1 in 10 Americans. Let's see what happens when things go a little off-road. Number 1. This amateur female rider thinks she can handle the puddle-filled dips with ease, believing they're harmless. But as she crosses the last one, the water splashes up, blocking her view. And before she knows it, she falls off and crashes. Number 2. Two friends on an ATV, and one decides to try a wheelie. He gives it some gas, and the front end shoots up. Oops. The passenger in the back adds extra weight, making it harder to control. Before they know it, gravity kicks in, and the ATV flips backward, sending both of them to the ground. Guess balance isn't their strong suit. Remember, stunts like this need skill, and maybe a bit more caution. Number 3. Here we got a guy casually riding his ATV past the camera, heading behind his little shack. He makes a smooth U-turn. Everything looks fine. But wait, what's this? He suddenly jerks the handlebars, and boom! The ATV flips over like it just gave up on life. Not exactly the smoothest exit. Number 4. This guy is riding through a muddy forest trail with his friends, going at a pretty reasonable speed. But Mud has other plans. He slips, and his ATV, well, let's just call it his bike, decides to take a nap right on his foot. His friend rushes over. They lift it up, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm good." No harm done. Just a little extra leg day workout. And off they go again. Number 5. This guy's having a blast riding through the mud, when suddenly, bam! He hits an unseen rock under the mud and gets thrown off to the right. Thankfully, he lands on his back and shoulder, but no serious harm done. Just a little mud, a little slip, but he's back up in no time. Number 6. As he's climbing a steep hill on the beach, he gets a little too excited with the speed, and suddenly, he's flying right off the seat. Just a bit too much power, and not enough control. Number 7. This girl, without any gear, was trying to cross a swamp on her ATV. Her instructor kept showing her how to throttle and how to handle the ride. Together, they made it through. But then, the guy behind her sped through the swamp. Unable to control his speed, he suddenly raced through and crashed into the crowd, getting launched off the ATV. Definitely a high-speed fail. Number 8. One rider gets stuck in the mud, and his friend, thinking he's got it, attaches a tow rope to the bumper. They pull, expecting the ATV to come out, but instead, the bumper pops off, and with it, the entire front end of the ATV. Talk about getting stuck even deeper. Number 9. A group of Latina friends is having a blast, racing their ATVs and egging each other on. One of them is filming, trying to provoke the others, and that's when things get interesting. While showing off some acrobatic moves, her hands stay on the handlebars, but her legs start dragging along the road. Not exactly the stunt she planned. Number 10. On the edge of a cliff, a guy decides to stand outside his ATV, not even sitting on it, while giving it gas. Suddenly, the ATV moves on its own, racing toward the edge of the cliff and heading straight toward his friends. In a panic, it crashes into a few of them before coming to a halt. Not exactly the ride he had in mind. Well, that's a wrap on today's ATV fails. I hope you had a good laugh and maybe learned a thing or two about what not to do when you're out on the trails. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more hilarious content. Thanks for watching and stay safe out there.